So if you were asked as a parent that is it social media that is causing harm to the teenagers of this generation or to the children of this present times, what would your answer be? I am asking you this question because we are on this topic whether social media is replacing parenting these days. And a lot of people will actually agree with me that yes, social media is replacing parenting. You see, to my soft life and soft life baby girls that don't want issues when it comes to parenting because nobody ever told them that, oh, parenting can be difficult or you have to put in effort, you have to be there. All we are told when we're growing up or we are just give birth to the child and we will be there to take care of the child for you. But they didn't tell us that, oh, there are other things that need to be done, that you, the parent that gave birth to that child, is your sole responsibility to do so, not another person. And that is where social media comes in. Social media has now taken over parenting, that you and I will surely agree to it. So now, before I go further, let me tell you this. Social media is not totally bad. I will always tell you this. But the problem is us, the parents, or we, the parents, that is actually having this issue. I will tell you by saying if you do your homework or you do your parenting way and a little attachment of social media, your child will turn out well. Because there are some things you cannot just totally remove from your children, especially in this digital age. You said, oh, they should not watch, they should not go to the internet, they should not have any gadget, and you are there telling them they can have laptop but they cannot have a phone. Who are you deceiving? I will just tell you the plain truth. Who are you deceiving? You see, that thing that the laptop is doing or the phone is doing, the laptop can do it, except making calls. And I believe maybe there are some laptops now that can even make calls now. So why are you not telling me that, oh, I don't want them to have a phone, I want them to have a laptop because, oh, laptop is more big, okay, maybe they cannot carry it everywhere. And who said in their quiet time, in their room, that thing you are forbidding them to do, they are not doing it? Welcome to another exciting episode with Mom of Teen, where we talk about parenting, where we talk about how to bring up your child in a godly way. Have you seen a child that you love or an adult and you are saying, wow, God bless the mother that raised you? Let me tell you something. That parent put in effort. That parent had time. That parent did what we call communication. That parent never swapped family time for social media time. That parent never went back to do all what I call I don't care parenting. And that parent never did helicopter kind of parenting, and that parent never did any kind of parenting you can think of. What that parent actually did was, the first thing is that parent became a present parent for that child. The truth is this: you cannot envy another child when you are not doing the right thing. You cannot get clue because you don't even know where to start from. And that is where Mom of Things come from. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and please do well to share this video to someone or a parent that needs it. Yes, still on our topic on if social media is replacing parenting. You see, there was this interesting story I read online where a parent told the children that because I want you to be good, or I want you to make it in life, we have to reduce screen time. We have to collect all the gadgets until after holidays. During holidays, that is where you can watch or have access to your gadget. So during the school time, during school period, there is no phone, there is no TV. They need to concentrate on their book or in their book, depending on the one. And these children became so overwhelmed. But there was one thing that the parents failed to understand, that even though social media has its effect, there are other factors that can also influence your children without you knowing. So now they've stopped screen time, they've collected gadgets. But I want to ask you a question. If you are doing such, how many times do you have time for those children? Now, these children, after reading their books, what's next? Oh, they will read novel. They will carry motivational books. After that, what? And by the time they get to school, their friends are telling them how they were able to Google some things, how they were able to research this, how they saw how not to become this, how somebody talked about this and they were able to grab it. Let me tell you the truth about social media. Like I will always say, it is not totally bad. It is us, the parents, because we are not regulating it. That is why we see our children concentrating more on social media rather than us. I give you a typical example. You came back from work, you are very tired, and the child comes and wants to talk. The next thing, even if you don't even have time, you can even give your child the phone and say, please go and play. Let me have my peace. This is typical of us parents. And because of that, the children are so glued to this so-called gadget and the internet, and we have neglected our roles. When a child wants to ask you a question and you are telling the child, please go to the internet and Google, the child will go there. In the process, the child start asking what he or she is not supposed to ask. And at the end of the day, the child become addicted to what he or she is not supposed to be addicted to. And you are saying social media is the one destroying them. Yes, it has its own effect. But you as a parent, what is your role? What is your take? And what is your place in your children's life? To those parents that will say, oh, my children will not watch anything until after school or during the holidays. Well done, kudos. But let me tell you something. That thing you feel you are removing from them, they are taking it somewhere else, because that school, you think that school they are, somebody is bringing in gadgets. Somebody is introducing them to what you feel they should not know or they did not know about. And that is why you see a lot of them, when you can't say them, they will tell you, I saw it in school. It was in school. Everybody in schools know now. And let me tell you something. Gadgets and internet are not the only thing influencing your children. We have friends, we have society, we have neighborhood. Even the people in your household influences them in one way or the other. And somebody will say, oh, I don't even have anybody in my house. It is just me. Don't they great friends? Oh, they don't have friends. But they go to school, they go to church, they mingle with, they go to visit cousins and cousins and cousins and relations. And those people they are going to meet, don't they have gadgets, if I may tell you? See, let's not overflog this issue of saying, oh, I don't want to buy gadgets for my child. The only thing I will want to tell you is this: monitor them, be in their presence, and set a healthy boundary. If you do this, then you are in their life. And I remember somebody saying that if you are doing a parenting and you are so relaxed that you just feel relaxed that everything will work out smoothly because they know your ways. They grow up in a Christian home or they grow up in a street home because you are street, and that is how they will live. Then you are working on a time bomb. The major thing is being present in their life, and this starts when they are young. You see, when they are young, that is when they throw tantrum a lot. They want to play with gadgets, they want to watch cartoons, and they want to watch series of things. And that, if you as a parent, you don't monitor them, they begin to pick things from that thing they are watching. I remember some years ago, people were kind of calling some kind of cartoons children watch that. No, it is not teaching them morals. It's teaching them how to become something else. And some parents began to look into it. I, in particular, I decided to watch what my child was watching then on the TV, especially on the cartoon section. Let me see what this child is actually watching. And one day I sat down, I watched one particular one, and I was like, is this how they talk to an elder? No, this is not how you talk. This is not African culture. This is not our culture. And I had to call the child. I said, no. If you act like this, then it becomes a problem, because this person is talking because that is how they do. They don't have, you shouldn't call your elders by their name. That is not African culture. Where in the Western culture, it is normal for them. But if that child keep watching it, and you know the next thing, the child will start giving the siblings or the elder ones attitude and start talking to them the way she feels is right, because that is what the child is watching. We have to start regulating it and say, no, if you must watch this particular cartoon, this and this are the things you have to watch. And if we catch you watching them and we don't know, before you watch, you have to let us know. We have to see what they are talking about before we allow you to watch it. That is a present parent. And you see some parents, they are so much interested in what their children watch, while a lot of us, more than 90%, don't even care what our children watch on the internet. And you say the internet is the one actually spoiling. You allowed it in the first place, because if you are there, they will not do it. Like, remember some children now, they will tell you, oh, they learn porn, they learn masturbation, they learn every ills in the internet. And that is when they've gotten to the teenagers age. And this is where you need to catch them, because at this stage, you have little effect on them, because they are able to now understand what they want and what they don't want. But the problem is they don't know the effect until they've grown older before they start noticing the effect. And that is where you come in. You cannot tell your child, especially the ones that has gadgets, don't watch this. Don't, even if you give them the laptop, don't go here, don't go here. Let me tell you, if you do that, they will always do it in your presence. And when you leave, they go back. Rather, you tell them that, oh, do you know the effect of this? Have you come across? I keep telling parents, no, you tell them, have you come across this? What do you know about this particular thing? And let them explain it to you. By the time they explain, then you now come, start explaining your own to them. The effect, the good, the bad, for everything that is on the internet. It has its own good, it has its own bad. So you tell them the good part and you tell them the bad part. Please don't only tell them the bad part, because they will find out the good part. That is just the truth. They will always go to search for the good part. And remember, you are not the only one influencing them. There are other people influencing them. When they might not see it on the internet, people verbally will speak it to them and tell them how it is done. And the next thing, they start picking it, they start imagining it. Then the next thing, they start searching for it. And that is where brings me that I will still tell you, the kind of people your children mingle with matters a lot. And don't say, oh, the people they are mingle with, they are Christians, they go to church, their parents are disciplinarians. Let me ask you this as a parent. Have you not seen children that came from a disciplined home misbehaving? So what went wrong? So if you feel that, oh, they are doing, they are going to, they are well disciplined, their parents could be failing in some part and not in every part. And the part they might be failing might be what your child is speaking. So why am I saying this is, one thing we have to know is this: stopping your child from social media might be okay for you, but is that the best? And is that the only thing influencing your child? The truth is this: what this video entails today is that social media is not the only thing spoiling your child or affecting your child. But where we will have it right is when we start becoming present in their life, when we start monitoring what they do. Most times, you see, some children know how to handle gadgets more than us. So if you think you are smart, I keep telling parents, they are 100% smarter than you, because now they have access to so many things that makes sense, especially when it comes to technology. So if you want to do that, you too, you have to be smarter than them. And by doing so is to let them, it's not by searching their phone, because if they don't want you to know, you will not still know. And sometimes phone, they will tell you, it's privacy, it is my time. So why are you searching? If you know you are not comfortable, you shouldn't have given me the first place. And by the time you say you want to collect the phone, it becomes a problem. They will tell you, oh, they will not go to that site again. They will not do this, they will not do that. The only thing is, whenever you find them always on the internet, that's the time you have to tell them, can we have time and leave our phones alone? Can we talk about things generally? Can we just communicate as family? Can we have a family time? Can we gossip a little? Let's even watch TV together. Oh, what happened in the internet? Did you hear this? And did you hear this? And that is why I said internet is not totally bad, because some of the breaking news, before you will read it on the newspaper, you found it already in that phone. That is the truth. And somebody will say, how did we live when we were there, when this thing were not happening? We have gossip, we have news, they were probate. Now it's not becoming faster. And somebody once said, God does not change, but it evolves. Things are evolving now. And if you are not evolving with it, you are on your own, because you will be left behind. But the children you gave birth to, they've moved forward. And that is why you have to evolve with them. That is it. So if you've watched to this extent and you find it interesting, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video to a parent that might need it. this video what is worth sharing. Well, let's go ahead. Now you said, oh, okay, social media is not that bad. The social media is actually replacing parenting. That's one I can guarantee you it is absolutely true, because a lot of us are guilty of it. Yes, when we come back, we have series of films that we want to watch, and one of the things we don't want to do is our children disturbing us. In the first place, you give birth to them, you should have time for them. Like I said earlier in this video, I said they only told us to give birth. They never told us that we have to be present in their life. You see where the trouble is. Now you came back for work, you have series, you have other things. Then the next thing, you give them phones on the internet, or they will buy data by themselves. They will buy data by themselves, and you now find out that they will start becoming isolated. And that is why a lot of us don't even know our teenagers, because the time we should have known them is the time they are now busy using their phones, being alone without you being in their life. And sometimes that is why when they ask some certain things, you are asking, is this my child? Sometimes teachers will call, school will call, and you say, where did he learn it from? You left your child totally for the internet. And the internet is the one telling them, teaching them how to become children. And what do you expect if the internet is teaching them how to become children? Internet will teach them the opposite. And thank God, if I try, you see, many countries are now restricting to tell you that parents are lacking or they are failing in their duties. Many countries are now restricting so many things about the internet. Nigeria, for example, I heard TikTok is now telling them you cannot do live videos from certain time to certain time. Reason being that they find out that it's the teenagers, it says the young adult that are there languishing. You are in your room, your child has a phone and is busy online 24/7, and you cannot tell the child, please drop it, this is a set limit. Yes, set limit for time for usage of phone. You cannot, because you are busy using your own. So why will you tell the child to drop? Well, see, a lot of us parents are guilty of this. So let's not shy away from, oh, it is not me, it is me. Now, if you can see why the effect, because they know that parents are failing in doing parenting, and they are now replacing it with the internet, social media. So now the government have now taken upon themselves to tell them, okay, since you are failing, this is what we have to do so that we have mentally stable children in the society. You cannot totally rule it out, but you can be present in their usage. I heard the story of a young lady. The parents never knew that the young girl was busy showing her nudes on a particular app on the internet. And that particular app is one thing. I think I should just mention is Snapchat. If you have a child doing Snapchat, every minute is telling you I'm on Snapchat. Hey, my dear, you have to be on your toe. The first thing is tell that child to delete that particular app. And that is one thing. You see, that particular app is one app I'm so concerned on. When my children are telling me they are on Snap, I want to see, what are you doing there? And number two, this issue of passwording their phones. Are you comfortable with your child having personal password, especially your young teenagers, on their phone, and without you knowing? It is bad. If your child must password his or her phone, you should be the sole signatory of that password. It shouldn't be changed. It cannot be changed without your consent. And in the first place, why passwording it? Because you don't want me to have access. I should be able to go to your phone at any time, any period, pick up and scroll what you are doing on the internet. And that is where we are failing as parents. A lot of us just leave them, let them be doing. Have you ever gone to pick up your phone, your child's phone, and scroll? I know a lot of people will have hypertension. Simple truth. A lot of parents will have hypertension. But when they know that once in a while you come to check, even if they delete it, make sure they link all their mails to your mails. That is it. Link all their mails to your mails. Any mail they open, in fact, register that SIM card in your name. If they have the mail in their phone, make sure you have it in your phone. And how will you know that? That they did not open anyone without you knowing? if you don't go to check their phone often. You should be able to go to their mails, look at what they are downloading, look at the emails they are opening. We'll continue this talk on part two. It's getting longer. So if you've watched to this extent and you've not subscribed, please do so. And above all, watch more of things. Watch other of my previous videos. It will help you. I might not tell you the best or tell you how to parent your children, but I can also pinpoint some of the things we as parents are doing wrong that is affecting our children negatively or positively, any otherwise. But for you to have a good children, a good adult that will remember you and not become a thorn in your flesh, you have to start doing good parenting now. Above all, have a beautiful day.